Hi guys, welcome to another C# and .NET lecture here on IT.Tutorials, part of C# complete course from beginner to advanced. I am Josef Botner, and you will learn going through this lecture what the arithmetic operators are. As you can see, we have plus for addition, minus for subtraction, this asterisk for multiplication, backslash for division, plus plus for incrementation, minus minus for decrementation, and this percentage symbol for modulo, which will determine the remainder of the division, what the operator's precedence is, and finally about the concatenation operator. Let's make a couple of examples. So here you go. So here we have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo, which will determine the remainder of the division. Using all these operators, plus for addition, minus for subtraction, asterisk for multiplication, backslash for division, and percentage for modulo, for calculating the remainder of the division. Let's execute this up. Here you go. These are the results, which are correct. 80 for the addition, 40 for subtraction, 1200 for multiplication, 3 for division, and 0. So this is actually the remainder of the division, because this is the remainder of the division between 60 and 20. There is no remainder actually. That's why we have this result 0. But let's go further. Let's add here something. Here you go. As you can see, we have an error here on this code line 5. And let's execute it. Even we have errors, click on no, and here you go. You go inside the error list, and the Visual Studio displayed this error. Operator, this minus, cannot be applied to operands of type string and int. So what happened actually? Before explanation, I want to go to this table on Microsoft website. On this web page, you have the table of C# operators precedence. You just type inside Google box precedence operators C# and look for Microsoft link. This one. Click on it. This will take you on this web page, and scroll down, and here somewhere you can find this table. As you can see, the addition and subtraction operators have the same precedence because they are on the same level, as you can see inside this table. These operators, multiplication, division, modulo, has higher precedence in an expression than plus and minus operators. Because they are placed, as you can see here, on a higher level. So that means they have higher precedence. Also, you can see here the incrementation and the decrementation of operators have higher precedence than the multiplication, division, modulo, and obviously then the addition and subtraction. But you should know the highest level of precedence in an expression has the parenthesis operator. Yeah, is this one here. Click on it. You can use the parenthesis to call a method or invoke a delegate, but we don't talk about those because we didn't talk about methods. So I go here where it's written other usages of parentheses. You also use parentheses to adjust the order in which to evaluate operations in an expression. So that means we can change the order how the operations are evaluated inside an expression using parentheses. Okay, this is very important. Let's go back inside Visual Studio. And now let's cut off this code line. Yeah. And let's execute again this up. Here you go. These are the results. Here we have addition 6020. Obviously, this result is not good because the addition between the value held by these two variables, number 1, number 2, it should be 80, not 6020. So what happened? Why this happened? But the problem is with this operator, with this plus operator. It is very tricky to be used. So you should be very careful how you use this operator, because the plus operator could be either used for addition in an arithmetic expression, or could be used as concatenation operator between strings or between a string and a numeric type. So that's why here actually this operator concatenated the string, this text addition, with the number 1 and number 2. That's why we have this result. As you can see, 60 is first, because we have two operators with the same precedence. The compiler will execute the operators located on the same level from left to right. So first, the compiler start to execute from the left where this operator it is, and concatenated addition with the value of this variable number 1, and the result was addition 60. The space is part of the string, yeah? That's why we have here space between addition and this number. And after this result between the concatenation of addition and the value of this variable number 1 was concatenated to the value of this variable number 2, namely 20, because here we have another operator, plus. But why for other code lines where we are using other operators like multiplication, division, and modulo, the result is correct? Because as you can see here, where is the multiplication, where we use these asterisk operators, the result is correct because the multiplication between 60 and 20 is 1200. The division between 60 and 20, the result is 3, is correct. The remainder of division using this modulo operator, the result is correct, is 0, because there is no remainder left after the division between 60 and 20. Yeah, that's why we have here 0, no remainder of division between 60 and 20. Yeah, so just on this line we don't have the correct result, because all these operators, I start here with multiplication. What the compiler will do? Yeah, here we have two operators, plus and multiplication. Which one has the higher precedence? The multiplication. So the compiler will execute first this operator, the multiplication operator, and will execute the multiplication between these two variables, number 1 and number 2. And after this plus operator, because in expression is invoked a string, will concatenate the string with the result of this expression, of the result of the multiplication. But because the compiler executed from right side this time, evaluating this multiplication operation, that's why the result is correct. The same, the things was done here where we have division and the remainder of division. Here, actually, on this line where we had errors, actually, because we have two operators on the same precedence, with the same level of precedence, plus and minus, the compiler will execute first from left to right. So we'll execute first this plus operator. We'll concatenate these two, the string and the value held by this variable number 1. And when the compiler will meet this operator minus, doesn't recognize it, and therefore it will throw a error. So this is a runtime error here, where is this minus operators. Actually, the compiler threw a runtime error, but actually here on this line 4, we have a logic operator, because the result was displayed in console, but it's not good. So this is a logic error. In order to avoid this kind of errors, when you are using arithmetic expressions, the best is to put the arithmetic expression inside the parentheses. And in this way, the errors disappear. And in this way, you can avoid all type of errors. Let's execute it. Here you go. Now the result is correct, as you can see, for all these expressions, because now the compiler will execute first the right side, because the parenthesis has the highest precedence, and after using this plus operator, the result of these arithmetic operations will be concatenated to the string, as it is displayed here in console. Okay, so let's go further and do a few more examples. So here actually I'm using this plus operator to concatenate two strings. Let's see the result. Okay, here you go. So you can see now how this plus operator can concatenate two strings. All right. But at the same time, we can concatenate a string type with a numeric type, because number 1 is integer type, as you can see. First name is a string type, and they were concatenated, as you can see here, Joseph 6T. How this works? Actually, the compiler will convert automatically the numeric type to string when we are using this plus operator, and we'll concatenate the numeric value to the string. Okay, so let's do here a demonstration very quickly using getType method. Here you go. As you can see, this variable number 1, the type is int 32, and after this is used inside this expression together with the string and this concatenation operator, actually all this expression will become string. That means the compiler first will automatically convert the int type to string and will concatenate it to the string type as it happened. So here I use a incrementation operator plus plus. This operation here is called the unary operation because I'm using just a single operand. Yeah, this expression is equal with the expression here, number 1 equal number 1 plus 1. That means the value held by this variable will be incremented by 1. On the other hand, here, this minus minus is a decrementation operator. So that means we'll decrement the value held by this variable number 2 with 1. Actually, it is the same with this expression. Here I should put minus. And we'll decrement the value held by this variable number 2 by 1. So let's cut off this and let's display the value of this variable after we are using the incrementation operator and the decrementing operator. As you can see, the value held by number 1, because here I'm using this incrementation operator, it was increased by 1, yeah, because it was added 1. And here, this value held by this variable number 2, it was decremented by 1 because I use this decrementation operation, minus, minus. So that's all for today regard to this lecture. Let's see what you have learned today going through this lesson, arithmetic operators. So in this lesson, you learned what the arithmetic operators are, what the operator's precedence is, about concatenation operator. Thank you for watching this lecture, part of C# complete course from beginner to advanced. See you next time. Bye bye.